I need a line. Oh my god. I've always wanted to try going to a rave, but I never had the opportunity to. My friends would come up to me and they'd be like, dude, I went to this awesome rave. There were lights everywhere, explosions, hippopotamuses flying, and I'm just here like, I've never done this before. And I always felt so left out with it because it seemed like raving was just like the best thing ever. But about a week ago. It wasn't really a week ago. I just really wanted to play that, so it was actually in December, about the end of December, and one of my friends, let's just call him Tomato. And Tomato sent me a text and he was just like, dude, I found this rave we can go to. It's only $50. It's in SF. It's easy. We'll get there. We'll just go by BART. I got some buddies. We'll go. And I was like, whoa. I can go to a rave? And I was just really excited. I was like, dang, I finally get to experience what this is like. Oh, but when I went there... So for one, it was really cold outside. So we were leaving at 8 p.m. And when we went outside, it was blowing like no tomorrow. There was hella wind. It was so cold. We had like 4 layers on, and we were still hella cold. I need cuddles. It was me, Tomato, and this other guy who's from the military, who I'll just call Buff. So we were walking, we went over to the bar, and we met up with some other buddies, who I'm not going to name because, yeah, no, I'm just not going to name them, they're just the other buddies. So in that group, there was 3 people. There's a girl, there's this guy, and then there's this other guy. This other guy, though, I'll get to him later. Right off the bat, we missed the BART from seconds. Seconds of time. We get up the stairs, and then the BART's leaving. We had to wait another 45 minutes or something before the next BART came. So we were just talking, and it was alright from there, and, you know, whatever. We get on the BART, we get there, and then we land in SF. Okay, we're in SF now. So SF did not really help with the cold. It's actually about the same. I'm actually kind of glad it wasn't colder, but, I mean, I don't know. There's tall buildings, could have blocked the wind in some way, but no. Anyway, we're in SF, and then now, the other guy. The other guy. Honestly, he's not really a bad guy. He probably had no idea what was happening, and he was just shy that, you know, he met new people or something. But I noticed this kind of vibe from him. When I talked to him, he would just kind of nod and be like, really? Stuff like that. And he wasn't just like that for me. And we were kind of confused with him. He was just kind of had this attitude, and sometimes made me feel like he was feeling as if he was above everybody, and I don't know why. I tried to just ignore it so that we could try to have a good time instead of just letting this one guy ruin it for us. Those are good decisions. We make good decisions. But when we got to the rave, now that was something completely different. For one, the people in the front who were supposed to check you, they didn't even really check you. They just had you come up, and then they'd be like, "You're okay. Go ahead." It was really weird because they had all these rules that made me feel more safe because they were like, no crack, no weed, no drugs, no nudity, you know, stuff like that. And it was like, okay, now it's like it should be a good start because, you know, it's lightweight, I could try this, but no. And you could tell that their security was lightweight because, for one, as soon as you walked in, guess what I smelled? Marijuana. It was everywhere. Seriously, like everywhere. When we went inside, there's this loud music, this strong bass. Now that was cool. I liked that. Some people might not like that because, you know, the bass would like go boom, boom, or something. When we went inside, it was pretty cool though. There were these lights and stuff. You know how people usually say there's lights everywhere. There were a lot of people cramped in, and they were kind of dancing. Not really. You know what? Actually, that was another thing. We went inside. We tried to go into the circle. We were like mushing into there. Me, Tomato, and Buff, plus kind of the other people, but we sort of lost them in the beginning because, I don't know, oh yeah, it's because we had to pee. Nature calls. But when we did get back inside, it was like dead. Me, Tomato, and Buff, we were dancing, we were going out, we were trying, and then everybody around us was just there like, and if people were doing that, Then you just see a bunch of people doing for literally the entire thing. No, they did not even take a break. You'd think people would get tired recording 20 minutes of people just playing hard bass. No, apparently not. People have a lot of arm strength. If you want to spend all your time recording it, why don't you just go on YouTube and watch something like that instead? Record the YouTube video. Don't block people when they're trying to watch everybody play and trying to dance. You just have your arms up the entire time. How are you having fun? Rage makes me age. So yeah, it's best I probably take a break from this vlog really quick before I start punching holes into walls and stuff. Alright, so stay tuned. I'm going to release part 2 sometime in the future, hopefully in not years. I still have plenty more to say, it's just I ran out of time really. I'm taking up a lot of time already talking about this first half. I'll tell you guys more about it later. Hit subscribe, hit like, make a comment, ask questions, do something with your life, have fun, go to a rave if you like. Maybe not.